A Call of Duty movie sounds like a guaranteed hit, right? Massive IP, iconic characters, a worldwide fan base. What could possibly go wrong? Well, actually a lot. So today we're gonna break down how Paramount could either make the next Top Gun Maverick or end up with just another generic war flick. So let's talk about what they need to get right to turn Call of Duty into a real cinematic win. Let's start with what makes it a potential gold mine. Call of Duty is one of the most successful entertainment franchises on Earth. So we're talking about over 400 million units sold, a player base in the hundreds of millions, and characters like Captain Price, Soap, Ghost, and even Woods, who are in some cases more recognizable than a lot of superheroes right now. So there's clearly demand, but demand alone isn't enough. Paramount has all the tools, but do they have the vision? So I don't want this video to have an overall negative tone, so let's just get this out of the way up front. Here's what Paramount can't afford to do. They cannot make this a generic military shooter. If this turns into just explosions, banter, and bodies, it's doomed. The Call of Duty campaigns work because they tell stories, not just randomly shooting stuff. They cannot cramp every Call of Duty era into one film. World War II, Cold War, Modern Warzone, Zombies, pick a lane. But cramping it all into one movie would confuse casual viewers, and I really feel like it would alienate a lot of us as fans. They cannot skip on characters. Ghost isn't iconic because he wears a mask. He's iconic because of his loyalty, his sacrifice, and if you don't feel for the squad, then what's the point? They can't ignore the political themes, and I know they might be tempted to do so. But Call of Duty doesn't shy away from this gray morality. The torture, collateral damage, corrupt intelligence agencies. If this movie avoids these tones in place of hoorah action, it'll feel fake and empty. So let's get into what Paramount should do to make this movie actually work. Personally, I'd like them to start with Modern Warfare. I feel like we've had enough World War era movies to date. Now I don't need them to reinvent the wheel, because the rebooted Call of Duty from 2019 was literally tailor-made for cinema. Like global black ops, gray area missions, chemical weapons, civilian tension, betrayal, and most importantly, Captain Price. Like, imagine Sicario with Zero Dark 30, but with Ghost and Soap like clearing buildings in London. Or remember the busy city street scene from Call of Duty like Modern Warfare 1? Or like infiltrating terror cells in Uzbekistan? That could be the movie.